with him, so we will move on. Thank you very much, Dr. Tomohiko Taniguchi. Now we move on. North Korea has fired multiple ballistic missiles. This marks its first such launch in months. The launch comes just a week before world leaders, including U.S. President Donald Trump, to descend on South Korea for the APEC Summit. South Korea's military has said that it has detected several projectiles that are believed to be short-range ballistic missiles fired towards the East Sea. Seoul has stated that the missiles flew a distance of some 350 kilometers. North Korea had last fired short-range ballistic and cruise missiles towards the East Sea in May. This makes the latest launch the first one under South Korea's new president, Lee Jae-myung. According to media reports, experts have also warned that North Korea could launch missile tests before or during the APEC Summit to underscore its commitment to being recognized as a nuclear-armed state. Meanwhile, Japanese Cabinet Chief Secretary Minoru Kihara has said that Japan would continue to work closely with the U.S. in response to North Korea's latest missile launch. Let's listen in.
ミサイル警戒データのリアルタイム共有などを含めまして、日米間で緊密に連携をしております。対応に万全を期しているところ、今回の発射についても政府として把握をしております。我が国の領域や排他的経済水域へのミサイルの飛来は確認されておらず、また関係機関からの被害報告等の情報は確認されておりません。
Now we move on to our next news. Peru's interim president Jorge Heri on Tuesday has declared a 30-day state of emergency in the capital, Lima, and the neighborhood province of Callao, saying the move is to battle rising crime. The announcement follows protests last week that has left one person dead and more than 100 injured. President Jerry has said that the measure is approved by the Council of Ministers and authorizes the deployment of the armed forces alongside the police to maintain public order. This move comes as President Jose Heri faces his major protest called by civil society groups and young people from the Gen Z demanding measures against rising crime. This is not the first time Peru has enacted a state of emergency to address a security concern, as former President Boluarte also imposed the same 30-day measure in March. Let's listen in to what President Jerry has said.
Compatriotas, la delincuencia ha crecido de manera desmesurada en los últimos años, causando un enorme dolor en miles de familias y perjudicando además el progreso del país. Pero esto se acabó. Hoy empezamos a cambiar la historia en la lucha contra la inseguridad en el Perú. El estado de emergencia aprobado por el Consejo de Ministros entra en vigencia a las 00 horas y por 30 días en Lima Metropolitana y el Callao. Y presenta un nuevo enfoque. Pasamos de la defensiva a la ofensiva en la lucha contra el crimen. Una lucha que nos permitirá recuperar la paz, la tranquilidad y la confianza de millones de peruanos. Las guerras se ganan con acciones, no con palabras. ¡Viva el Perú! ¡Viva!
Now we move on to our next news. According to media reports, China is in talks with Japan and South Korea about a possible trilateral currency swap. This comes amid U.S. President Donald Trump's trade war. The currency swap aims to bolster the region's financial safety net and deepen economic cooperation. According to reports, Governor of the People's Bank of China, Pan Gongsheng, has discussed the issue with his South Korean and Japanese counterpart, Ri Chang-yong and Kazuo Ueda, on the sidelines of the IMF World Bank meeting in Washington last week. Currency swaps are an often used tool between central banks to provide local currency liquidity. It can also offer financial relief during debt crisis on top of rescue operations by multilateral institutions. This discussion comes amid a long-standing bid by China to boost the overseas use of the yuan. In order to counter the US dollar, China also aims to promote a free trade deal among the three East Asian nations, whose combined economic size accounts for a quarter of the world's total trade deal. That's all we have time for. Keep watching NewsX World for